Hello and welcome to the preliminary round, so just before the top 32, and it's with me, Rebecca Gillard, and joined as always by Richard Walker.
Hello.
Hello. So so basically these guys have made it to day 2, but they need to get through a preliminary round to determine whether or not they're actually going to get to the top 32. Ooh, exciting stuff. So we have Metamate, Dan Mulchrone on the left, playing Tyrell Wars, and we have Bambi, Jamby
Bambi.
Jamie Bamfield, also known as Bambi, playing Lanni Crossing on the right. It's quite a nice change to find Lanni, I think, in the top tables. It's not been doing as well recently. So
not really. I had enough of Lanni in 2016.
Are you saying that Bambi's a blast from the past?
I wouldn't know about that.
Fair enough. I think that shirt's a blast from the past. Look at it.
That shirt is very uplifting. I like it.
Almost as uplifting. Oh my god, I can't speak. Almost as uplifting as, there we go, getting new patrons.
All right.
We got another one.
Cool.
You wanna?
Do I want to what?
Like, say thank you?
Well, you do it.
Oh, fine, whatever.
So you get the notifications, I don't.
Whatevs. Anywho, we got a new patron in Connor Hardy. So thanks ever so much for donating to the channel. When you guys donate, it really does help. Helps us get to the tournament so that we can record more videos for you. Also helps contribute towards things like, the equipment, obviously, and also our time. It takes ages in editing these videos. So, yeah.
Because basically, if we didn't have Patreon, Rebecca wouldn't let us go to many tournaments. So it's good.
Basically true, to be honest.
So that way we can actually get to them and record them. So that's nice.
Yes, thanks, guys.
Cheers, Connor.
Let's have a little look at the boards then. So set up on the left, not brilliant for Dan. He's got an arbor, a garden caretaker, and the
Old Town Informer.
No,
it's Jackie.
I know. I was trying to remember the proper name.
And Bambi has set up Tyrion, the Burned Men, and the Great Hall. Immediately, I'm concerned for Dan. He's got to get some characters out, and he's going to have to do something about Bambi potential rush, because we know that Lannister Crossing is fast, and setting up the arbor is, it's a tempo hit to your board state, character wise, but he's set himself up to be strong in future turns. The problem is Lanni Crossing doesn't give you many future turns.
Yeah, so you need to be really quick off the board on these.
Yeah.
Just a quick note at the plots. Bambi did help out Dan a little bit here by playing Trading Pentoshi, so Dan's got a bit of extra gold there with which to play around with, which he's gonna do apparently. There's Mace. I was just asking if it's okay to use the caretaker. So Mace is on the board, and Dan's plot there was Time of Plenty. So Dan gave him both cards, Bambi gave him gold. Seems fair.
Well, Bambi's open trading, and he has a great haul. He could have 12 gold of resources. He got something big that he wants to get out. Is that Gates of the Moon?
No, I believe it's Red Wine Streets was paid 2 for it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So he didn't trigger Mace. I'm wondering.
He's saving money. He probably got an ambush character.
Probably.
He doesn't have a high tower.
No. Having the high tower Mace is like the absolute dream combo because it just pays for itself, doesn't it? The power.
Yeah. Oh, casual Tywin there.
Yeah, it does actually really feel like a 2016 deck at the moment, as you say.
Hey. All we need is Queen Cersei.
And a bodyguard. You don't see them very often anymore.
Always in Lanni Crossing. I think he got, 5 gold maybe? So he bends 3 on Shay and passes.
Keeping a gold there, but he's going to get some anyway after the intrigue challenges.
Actually, I think he just got the 1 gold.
Yeah, isn't that what I said?
What?
Isn't that what I said?
What did you say?
I'm
sorry, were you talking? It was like a roll of thunder.
So sitting on 1 gold there, but he'll get 2 back because he needs to do an intrigue challenge, which he's probably going to do because it's crossing. Down here in a bit of a tricky position. He's probably thinking he wants to just defend, but I'm not sure that as a challenge you can defend and win, to be completely honest.
Well, if he does intrigue or power, Bambi can defend with Shay and restand her later. Yeah, I mean, is it worth it? Probably not. No point in doing a power challenge against Bambi, so the only thing will be an intrigue. And then you're just giving Bambi even more money. So if he had the hound, he's going to do his own intrigue, and then he's going to have 5 gold to do whatever he likes with.
The thing is, though, is surely Bambi would just defend with Tywin because he can still do all of the challenges anyway.
Yep.
So just got a cheeky military with the Burn Men, because Dan there with no military icons.
No military icon, and Tyrell have no military ambush that I'm aware of.
Not that I can think of. So I did notice that Dan's got nightmares and milk in hand. So he's probably hoping to get milk out on, well, Tywin, I'd guess.
Cersei.
Cersei
going to turbocharge that crossing deck. I'm expecting heads on spikes to follow soon.
Does milk on Tywin stop the gold?
Yes.
Okay.
You've been playing the game for 3 years, and you just asked me if milk stops Tywin gold.
I was just having a blonde though. I've not seen Tywin for like 2 years. I can't even remember what he does.
Lies.
Yeah, I do remember what he does. Sorry.
What do we have now? We have a challenge.
We have a power challenge from Shay. It's been blocked by Mace.
Yep.
Because let's face it, the intrigue is just going to be stealthing past.
Seems like it. He wants the crossing challenge. He's going to win it. I mean, that just stopped Bambi from getting an unopposed power. Yeah, he's going in with Tywin. Tywin can win the challenge, but what about that 4 gold?
He's not sure though. He's having to think. So his options are he can go in with Tyrion stealthing the informer, which could have it as an opposed.
Or what if Dan ambushes in a high tower spy, for example, or another old town informer? He can use that to defend. Not fully defend, but at least block the unopposed.
So I think here, at least he can tempt out whatever ambush Dan has.
Which he has done.
So it's not unopposed with the intrigue there. But Dan did use the entry for a mace trigger, and he does still have 1 gold left, so he can do mace tricks again to use that last gold next turn in the dominance phase to get him another power if he wanted. Bambi's going to win Dom anyway because Tywin is standing, so he might as well.
So Dan's going to use Mace's ability to remove the old town informer and bring her back into play. And
treachery on the mace trigger.
Nasty.
If you treachery Mace
I was just thinking
as he's
this.
putting the character out of play,
Yeah.
does the character just stay on the board?
Depends what the wording is on Mace. You're the one that's played Mace. What's the wording? I think it's something like nil your faction card too. So the only thing that would be treachery is the effect. You'd still have to nil your faction card.
Right, okay. And then you can't really stop the character coming back into play because it's just the game remembers the effect.
Well, the character wouldn't go out of play if you treacheryed it.
No, I was just saying there's nothing that stops the character then from re-entering after the mace trigger.
Yeah, not even barring the gates.
Yeah, because the game remembers it, right? Is that how it works?
Not really. It's more like the player and the character entering play is an expiration of an effect, not entering play because of an effect. It's entering play because a card effect is finishing.
Okay, I see.
So heads on spikes into counting coppers. So again, I'm worried again for Dan because he's going to have low gold-ish compared to, Bambi's board. He needs to get something out which can compete on the board. Otherwise, Bambi's just going to win all 3 challenges again and get whatever triggers he wants and renown that he wants.
Okay.
I mean, he does have the armor and the red wine trait, so he's going to have 7 gold. Are you with us?
I am.
Are you texting your dad again?
Well, my dad's messaging me because he's panicking because his flight's delayed and he can't find out any updates.
Well, we'll just wait until the delay stops, right? So he heads on Spike's nightmares that Bambi's power gain isn't going as quick as he might like.
So, tell me about this card, Tyrion's Chain.
Tyrion's Chain?
Yeah.
That seems like a loaded question. Are we going to see a Tyrion Chain?
Tell me what it does.
Basically, when you win a challenge with a unique Lannister character, you can trigger the when revealed of a war plot again.
Is that Heads on Spikes a war plot?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I see.
Seems nasty, that, doesn't it?
Yeah. Now, before we came to Euros, me and Dan had a very specific conversation about meeting Lannister Crossing decks.
Okay.
And we said, essentially, you would probably want to prioritise character-heavy setup. Because at some point, they're going to head on spikes to you. And you don't want all your characters in your hand. So get your characters on the board and leave more location, detachments, events in your hand. So when they head on spikes you, it's going to hurt less and it's going to slow down their power gain. So, of course, it's interesting to see Dan played out very few characters and he played the Arbor and the Red Wine Drake.
Well, to be fair, like, if you look at his hand, there's a lot of economy and I think there's a milk in there and there's a couple of like locations and things in there and stuff. So maybe he is following it.
Bambi's been pretty decisive with his marshalling. He got out Casterly Rock. He got out Jaime with the dupe. I guess maybe the deck marshals itself. You play with the best cards in your hand at that time. And then you win challenges.
I mean, duped Jaime and Casterly Rock just seem pretty horrendous, to be completely honest. I mean, Jaime's going to get those non-kneeling militaries through. Shay lets you do her twice,
Shay lets you do her twice. Do you want to rethink your wording?
Seems kind of fitting, to be completely honest.
Oh dear.
I mean, I was just about to say Shay lets you use her twice, but that doesn't sound any better, quite honestly.
You can trigger Shay's reaction twice per phase.
That sounds a lot more family friendly.
It's an action, not a reaction.
Anywho, basically, there are multiple use characters on the board. Is that still bad? It's still a little bit bad, isn't it?
Let's just say Dan marshalled the High Tower and then ignore that bit.
Sure.
Dan marshalled the High
Tower and a Rose Road.
Leaving characters in his hand. He hasn't marshalled any characters. I presume they're in his hand. Done a military challenge. Hadn't got any gold for Tyrion Chain thing, so you were obviously misdirecting. Or we're waiting for Tyrion. But that's the easy one out of the way. Now you've got 2 more challenges.
3, technically, if he wants.
Yeah.
So it's going for the intrigue with Shay and Tyrion and gaining 2 gold there.
The intrigue for Mace. 6 strength. Dan has saved 2 gold, is that?
Dan, yeah, he's got 2.
Just defending with the old town informer. Bambi has a thing. Maybe looked like Dan was thinking about taking an action, but Bambi wins and plays Tyrion Chain.
Yeah,
to trigger his heads on spikes again.
I think Dan defended, and I think in his head he said, "You win." Sorry, in his head I think he said defending here, but I think he was thinking of doing an action, but Bambi was like, "No, you said I win, so I'm doing this." But it was a little unclear because I couldn't hear him very well.
Oh well.
Basically, it's a little bit of confusion about whether Dan had sort of confirmed that Jaime had won before Jaime played the Tyrion's Chain.
Well, he clearly won.
Yeah.
So he spent the last gold to stand Shay and gone in for another intrigue challenge here.
We should just get him the 2 gold again anyway, so...
So, I mean, he's taken intrigue claim. He's double heads on spikes this round. That 3 card removed from Dan's hand. This is going to be a 4th.
Seems harsh.
He couldn't get his Lord of the Crossing power. Jamie's going to rush ahead, but we're still not even halfway through the video.
Well, Dan's a good player. I'm sure he'll figure something out.
Figure something out, eh? We played Bambi and Dan in the melee the day before.
We did, didn't we?
It was me, you, Dan and Bambi, wasn't it?
Is that the one that I won?
I don't know if you won, but I angered everybody by playing Laughter of the Giants and Varys 2 rounds in a row.
Oh, yeah!
And then you discarded my Varys for intrigue claim and I was going to do it for the 3rd round.
Yeah, first round you had Last of the Giants, Varys. Then again, Last of the Giants, Varys. Next round I was like, there's no way you have them both in hand. You might just take a Varys out your hand and you're like, ha, Last of the Giants, I was going to do it again.
It certainly was.
You're a bad man, Walker. Bad man.
I really wanted to do Crow the Tricksy Bird, but sad. So Dan ambushed in another Old Town Informer, triggered the High Tower, used the Informer to chump defend, and loses a bodyguard as claim. So he's lost 4 cards this round.
It's quite a lot.
High Tower mitigated that to an extent. A very small extent.
Well, enough though, right? Because he's going to get another card soon when he does his Mace trigger.
So Dan didn't pay the money for Mace?
Yeah.
So maybe he needs the 2 gold?
I can't think of what I'd use 2 gold for unless he's got another Informer, but I think we've already had one die, right?
Doesn't seem to have any events.
No, I feel like
That
maybe
cost
Dan
you.
should have used the gold there to pay for Mace, but he might have a trick that he was sitting
Because
on.
I'm sure he's going to use Mace.
Yeah,
Yep,
there you
here we go. Interesting that Bambi's not using Tywin, not getting the renown on that Tywin,
Yeah.
keeping him standing.
Yeah, it does seem a little bit bizarre.
He had no power claim anyway.
I guess that's true. Still, I feel like, if you had used Tywin, that's 2 extra power he would be on now. With the renown. If you'd used him last turn, this turn.
But then Dan would have won Dom. Perhaps. So would that be, 4-11?
Yeah.
So they both run toward the win condition. But this way Bambi sort of stays in control of the score lines.
I guess by leaving him standing, it stops Dan from doing any retaliating challenges.
Sure.
So, I'd say that Bambi has definitely got the stronger board here. I mean, Dan has Mace, but,
I believe Dan's only
Informers aren't
reset.
helping.
Dan has a reset, doesn't he? Does Dan run Valar Morghulis?
I think he does, yeah.
But Bambi has a duplicate for Jamie and a bodyguard for Tywin.
Which is sad.
Are we going to see another head on spikes from Bambi?
I mean, considering what the deck's been doing so far, I'd guess yes. But will we see another Tyrion's change?
Guess, she says. Guess. She's edited the video already. She's going to guess.
Yes, but you know what my memory's like. I don't remember these things.
No, of course not.
Just like I didn't remember last turn that there was a Tyrion's change.
Another head against Filthy.
At one point later, Bambi's like, at no point did I think you would be playing Filthy. I was really surprised by this. So it's a good play from Dan, I think. So probably Jamie. Stop him using him in multiple challenges, right?
Seemed good. I mean, I think I picked Jamie. Ow. Ow.
That's sad.
I'm surprised he hadn't used it earlier.
Yeah, I mean, milk on Jamie or milk on Tywin would have been nice.
Stop the renown.
Even on Tyrion to stop the 2
Stop the
gold
gold.
and the stealth.
Because you do know he's going to gain that gold and Dan Shay.
So both drawing 2. But hopefully Dan will be able to draw more in a moment.
He's got another milk in hand.
He does, yeah. And I think he just picked up Flea Bottom too.
Is he just waiting for Cersei?
Maybe. He's being very patient if he is. He's only got one... Oh no, it's his dead pile, okay. He's got like, what, 4 characters there in hand? 3? I mean, he's got enough gold. He should be able to marshal something, right?
You got a shed load of gold.
Quite literally.
10 gold and the high tower to mitigate all that spending.
Okay, so spending a bit of a chunk there by the looks of it. What we get him? I mean, you could use another big.
Look at Bambi's body language. You look bored.
Night of Flowers. Okay, it's better. Bit for now on the board.
Trigger the high tower. Finally got a military icon out.
Oh yeah, it's like round what? Round 3? First military icon he's had?
That's the thing with Tyrell. If you can bully it with aggro early game, it doesn't have a great number of military icons with which to defend. So they can fold quite quickly to Khal Drogo on setup.
Yeah.
It can fold to Stark aggro. Either
Facing
wolves
heavy
or roofs.
aggro was what screwed me when I was practicing my Tyrell deck anyway.
And Joel. Joel made the top 32 or the top 16.
Okay.
But then he got hit by the Drogo setup against Targ.
Ah.
So did George. George anchors against George Carabinus. Got hit by the Drogo setup.
I see.
Double military that early in the game. You can't ride it out. Get wrecked.
Get wrecked or go home.
Get wrecked or go home. Or get wrecked and go home.
Yeah, that makes more sense. So down there I think we're sitting on 4.
Get wrecked and save gold. He played Flea Bottom.
He did, but I don't think there's anything in there.
Wow. I'm playing my winning in also at this time.
You are?
I am.
You are. I was watching it.
Were you?
Yes.
Were you entertained?
Well, I tell you what I was doing actually. So, you see where the camera is? You see where Bambi is?
Yeah.
I'm sitting on Bambi's left, where the camera is.
Okay.
And then to my left is you. So, I was trying, like, not to, you know, really obviously be watching your game because I didn't want to put you off. But I was sort of, like, at the corner of my eye, kept looking over at your game. And I was like, come on, Richard. Come on. You can do this.
I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.
Definitely. Maybe.
Maybe.
But you won it.
I did. So I'm interested to see what Bambi's going to play here. Nothing.
Was your interest kind of, you know, trodden all over then?
Well, because Bambi obviously gave the impression he was toying over playing a character. But with only 2 cards, maybe 3 cards in hand, it's likely just to be a bluff.
Unless it's a hound?
Yeah, it could just be an elaborate bluff. Just to say, look, I could do a thing, or could save all this gold. Either way, in Lannister, you know, you've got the option either way. Dan giving Bambi gold there.
So Dan's doing the intrigue with the Old Town Informer. And as I say, triggering Tyrion's reaction here to gain 2 gold. So Bambi's sitting on quite a chunk of gold here.
Yeah, powering up Tywin. That's what he does, you know. He gets strength for every extra gold.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Just checking.
But I'm assuming that Dan's doing this to try and force Bambi to nail out some of his characters to reduce the stuff coming back.
Look, Bambi never bets against his family.
Apparently not. So that's when you look at the bottom 5 of your deck.
Yeah.
And you choose a unique Lannister character to come into play. However, every single character on the bottom is a dupe of something on the board. There's a Tywin, a Shay, and a Jamie there, I think.
Yeah, Tywin, Shay, and Jamie.
So he's going to dupe Tywin, but that dupe will just go at the end of the phase. But I guess at least it's a military claim if Dan decides to do one.
Yeah.
That must be a bit sad.
I suppose you have that possibility always when you play Never Bet. You're never guaranteed to get a hit. Sometimes you might just get no unique characters. You might just get non-unique characters and you can't use it. Or you might get duped, especially when you have a board of 5 characters.
So we're putting the Hound out here. I'm assuming this is to stop Dan from taking him from hand. And Jane there just defending with Shay. So it's not unopposed. But Dan's...
She's the perfect chump blocker.
Yeah, because she just gets to restand herself.
What a tart.
Taking...
Amory Lorch.
Ah. Is he the one where you can put another knight into play from your hand?
He is not.
Oh, which one's he then?
That's Osney Kettleblack.
Oh.
Or Osmond Kettleblack.
So what does this dude do?
Well, Amory. He has renown if your opponent has 3 or fewer characters on the board.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah, he's a 4/4 military power Bicon. He's okay.
It's acceptable.
Lanni don't have, a million power icons. Generally only on their big uniques.
Like Tyrion, Shay, Tywin, and the Hound.
Yeah, like them.
Yeah, struggling for power icons.
Struggling for power icons.
So I think Dan here is passing challenges. So it's now Bambi's turn. Bambi going in for a military with the Hound for 5 because it's the first in the crossing. So Knight of Flowers can defend for 5 unless Dan's got a little trick. Maybe Growing Strong or something would be nice. Oh, spending a gold. Or more than a gold. 3 gold even.
Spending 3 gold.
So
a high tower spy, triggering the high tower, gaining a gold, drawing the card, and then presumably triggering
Mace.
Yeah, trigger Mace now. And then maybe going to trigger the high tower spy. Yep, on the flowers for 2.
Okay.
Not the best, but certainly not the worst.
Enough to block the military challenge, which stops the Hound from leaving the board.
Yeah, the temptation to Valar next turn becomes greater.
Although saying that, I mean, still Jamie and Tywin would be left, whereas Dan would only have Mace. And would lose the Knight of Flowers.
Yep. But I'm sure he didn't care. He got the Arbor, Red Wine Straits, Rose Road, Flea Bottom, High Tower. He's got the tools to come back more than, say, Bambi might have. But this is another reason why Bambi may have just saved that King's Road and not marshalled characters.
So we've got our first intrigue challenge from Bambi and triggering Tyrion's action for a second time, stealthing Mace there. So the only ones that can defend are the Spy and the Informer. So Bambi should be able to win this unless Dan's got a trick. So just chump blocking with the Informer. Oh, we only had 1 card in hand. If you had another Tyrion's Chain, that would be mean, right?
That would be excessively mean. Yes. What are we doing here? Are we taking a claim?
Yep, this is intrigue claim now. And taking...
Old Town.
Okay.
More passive power.
So that was a Milk, Begging Bros. Didn't quite catch the other 2.
I think there are 2 Begging Bros.
Oh, so this is another intrigue, but he's triggered Tyrion for the 3rd time. It's only twice, right?
Is it?
Yeah, I think Tyrion's limit twice per phase.
Could be. sounds right.
So we've got an entry coming in from Tywin.
So did he trigger him 3 times?
Yeah, he's triggered Tyrion 3 times.
Damn.
But it does get picked up on in a moment.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, because me and Tom were like,
I can imagine Tom. Don't worry about it.
No. Tom was the one that was like,
Worry about it.
Should we say something? And I was like, we probably should. It's like illegal, right? And then Bambi's like, no, I counted. And we were like, yeah, Dan, you, twice. So, yeah, took that goal back off there. So, at least it got caught. That was Tom paying attention rather than me. So, this intrigue then wasn't unopposed, but we get Crossing, claim of the milk, and renown on Tywin.
Well, I don't know why Dan's not playing any of these milks.
Probably because of what you said. So, triggering Mace, taking the spy out of the game. And she's going to come back in a moment.
Lots of hands going on at the moment.
Yeah. So, triggering the spy on herself to increase her strength. And it's just going to let... Oh no, and then using Mace.
Doing a high tower, doing a Mace. He knows what he's going to draw now.
And the increased strength, does that mean that he wins Dom? Yeah.
He does.
Dan getting Dom there. So creeping back up again. That's a nice jump for him.
Yeah, 5 power Mace. But Bambi's on 11. Just think if Bambi had gone in with those power challenges with Tywin when Dan had no power to take, they would have both be up 2 more power. Would have been a lot more tense.
Yeah.
So, what the right call? Protecting his position.
It's fair enough.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
What does Dan do now? What does he do now? Does he do the Valar thing? Or does he just try and ride it out? He does the Valar.
He does the Valar.
And that's a good time to Valar when Jaime's going to be limited on the gold.
You say that.
He's going to have Tywin money. He's got a great haul and he still has a king's vote.
So Bambi's still getting a decent amount of economy here to Marshall.
I mean, Bambi's obviously running more than one Shay. Same with Tyrion and the Hound. So he could draw dead dupes of them. And
also Bambi's only got 1 card in hand. Although he is going to get some more now with counting coppers.
Yeah.
So Dan there left with Mace on 5 power. And Bambi there left with Tywin and Jaime. So it's good that Tywin's left on the board for Bambi because it means that he's going to get that extra gold still to help him repopulate.
Yep.
I mean,
yeah, whoever comes back from this will win the game, whoever comes back the best. Whether Dan's got the characters to actually come back and make an impact.
I mean, Dan's definitely got the economy. He's got 6 extra gold at the bottom there, plus the high tower stuff.
Yeah, I feel like he really should have milked Jaime and Tywin while he had the chance. Because now the dupes have gone, he's Valar, but now they're going to be super impactful. Jaime's really good on a small board where you can get 2 challenges out of him. Tywin's really good on a small board when you've got a lot of power and floating your economy.
So down here just checking Bambi's discard pile. He's marshalled left. Be nice to see right, but I don't know what difference it would make really at this point, especially with Dan going first. Decided to trigger Mace, okay. And sitting on 6 here. Is he going to marshal anything else? Yep, paying 4 for Allery.
Yeah, going to look for right.
What do we get him?
Bambi rubbing his hands in not glee.
Anticipation, maybe?
Anticipation. of coming up against this formidable defence team, which Dan can't seem to find.
I think he'd have already taken it by now if he had found it. Getting a bit of a crowd watching now. This is like the preliminary rounds happened quite early. You had to be there for like, what was it, 8:30, 9? Something horrific like that.
Because of the way the schedule worked, all the 5-2s went in. There was a certain number of 5-2s that went over the top 32. And so there were 6. So there were 38 players that were 5-2 or better records. So 6 of us had to play in winning in. And so that meant the 6 players had to play off. So there were 3 games on before any other game of the day. And so this is everybody arriving for their top 32 game and just watching this little preliminary game go on. So a big crowd.
Yeah. It was quite funny. There was quite a lot of the England UK meta in the in and in. Was it? Winning in.
Winning in.
Not in and in.
In and in.
But there was a point where there was like, what was it? There was 5 spots available because if there was a couple of people dropped out the top 32 to play L5R. So that it ended up, instead of being 3 spots available, there were like 5. There were 6 players that wanted to get in. So they all had to play to try and get the spot.
There were 3 Brits in this winning in. Dan playing Bambi. In fact, they're both Brits.
Bambi lives in...
he lived there, but he's a Brit.
Yeah, where does he live there? Amsterdam?
The Netherlands. Let's go with the Netherlands.
Yeah, he's British but doesn't live in England.
Yeah. I was playing Andre Potop from Italy.
Oh, shit. Not shit that he's from Italy. I'm shitting at...
Oh, I was going to say that's a bit harsh. Oh, you're calling him shit.
No. I just saw Cersei hit the board.
Oh, yeah. And George Anchors were playing George Carabinus from Greece.
Oh, okay.
So, yep. George sadly lost. I happily won. And, well, a Brit goes into the top 32 from here. But Cersei's on the board. This seemed good for Bambi.
It is an extremely strong board for Bambi. I don't see what Dan's going to be able to do here.
Cersei going to do 2 intrigue challenges, get 2 claims. Dan can't defend them all. Yeah, Jamie wins.
Yeah, I mean, Jamie, as in like Lannister, not Bamfield. Jamie's going to get the military through because Dan's only got left on the board. So that'll be renowned there at the very least. Dan's like, I just want to show that I've done something. I'm going to do some challenges.
You're doing one of my pet hates there, kneeling a character and then taking it back. You go, no, I didn't make a choice. Don't touch your card until you've made a decision, all right, lads?
You hate when people do that, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Make a decision before you touch the cards.
All right, dear, calm down. It's fine. Chill pill. Gonna get some evils.
I will glare at you until you apologise internally.
I'm, apologising.
Dan did a thing. He got another power.
He did.
No, he's getting excited. He's doing more.
He does a power, but he doesn't have any claims. So Bambi just likes to defend with the chud. And then Bambi's like, do I bother doing it? And Dan's like, yeah, play it out. I want to see what you're going to do. Because you know Dan's going to win it. So Bambi does intrigue with Cersei, kneeling Mace to defend, but Bambi still wins. So not unopposed, but claim from Cersei's reaction.
Yep.
Then we're doing another intrigue, which is now unopposed, claim and her reaction. And then the crossing. Doesn't really matter, military, power, whatever. And that's the game.
Hey!
So, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks always to our patrons. If you'd like to support us, you can do so at patreon.com/whitewalkers.
Yep.
And we will see you next time for
Top 32.
Top 32.
Yay!
Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye.